Put me in, coach. What's the word, YouTube? It's your boy, Coach TDOT. They subbed me out, but I'm back in the game, coach. I'm back with some more heat for y'all, so check it out. I got a very special video for y'all today, chat. So look, we're going to get right into it, man. Today we're going to be reacting to how did Michael Jordan do against Larry Bird, man. We know they had a lot of infamous battles, feel me, going back and forth with each other. Mike gave Bird 63, Larry gave Mike big numbers, man. So we going to see what they talking about, man. Alright, so for all my new viewers, I don't fake none of my reactions. All my reactions are live, and we're going to watch this shit together. Without further ado, it's Larry and Big Mike. Or should I say Big Larry and motherfucking Mike?
Alright, so the first meeting of Michael Jordan and Larry Bird wasn't actually an NBA game, but it was in 1984 when Michael Jordan was playing with the Olympic team against the NBA All-Stars. And you guys really have to pay attention because the following clip exactly shows how the NBA mentality was back in the days.
Bird waged psychological warfare at the drop of a ball.
The 84 Olympic team was playing an exhibition game against a bunch of pros, including Larry Bird, and they were in the warm-ups. And a ball bounced down from the college end of the court to the pro end.
Okay.
And Michael Jordan went down to chase it. The ball happened to be picked up by Larry Bird. And Michael went up a few feet away from Larry Bird and held out his hands. And Bird took the ball and fired it back down the court over Jordan's head, as if to say, you're not only not getting this ball, I don't give a damn who you are. Larry Bird knows exactly who this guy is and what's going to happen in the next few years. And he wants to get every edge he can get right now.
Wow.
In 1984, Larry Bird...
Mike, he basically holds you, G. He got your ball, took your shit, and launched your shit over your head to the other side of the court. Basically saying, fuck you. Oh, yeah, we would have had to fight right then and there. I don't care who you is. We would have had to fight, chat.
Bird was already at the top of his game. A few years prior, he was Rookie of the Year and helped the Celtics with the biggest turnaround in NBA history and simply making the Celtics relevant again. In the 1984-85 season, Larry Bird was already a 5-time NBA All-Star, an MVP, an NBA champion, and considered by many to be the best player in the world. So when Jordan came in with all the hype, Larry Bird knew exactly that he had to keep an eye on Jordan because Jordan's first games in the NBA were simply incredible. I mean, when was the last time you saw an NBA rookie averaging 28 points per game? So the first real NBA game when Michael Jordan played against Larry Bird was on the 15th of November in 1984. And what happened? Well, the Celtics won, but Michael Jordan was really playing well. He had 27 points in comparison to 14 points of Larry Bird, but the Celtics didn't need more of Larry Bird because they were just so much stronger than the Chicago Bulls at that time. Still, the second meeting was won by the Chicago Bulls when Michael Jordan dropped 32 points on Larry Bird, who only had 10 in that game, shooting only 3 out of 14. And then in 1985, Larry Bird stepped up his game, again defeating the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan when Larry dropped 28 points, grabbed 11 rebounds and 4 assists, showing Michael Jordan that he had to wait his turn. And from then on, it was a rivalry. The next 4 games, there was no game where Michael Jordan or Larry Bird had less than 25 points. And even though they had different positions, they were really going at each other, and you could really see that they wanted to have the edge. In Michael Jordan's second season, so in the 1985-1986 season, Michael Jordan got hurt and only could play in 18 games where he only started 7 of them. But Michael Jordan wouldn't be Michael Jordan if he wouldn't make something legendary out of that situation in the playoffs.
Oh, that's that good 60
I think the most iconic game of Michael Jordan playing against the Boston Celtics and Larry Bird has to be in 1986 in the playoffs, of course. Michael Jordan dropped 63 points, and of course he didn't drop all of them on Larry Bird, but Larry Bird actually also had to guard Michael.
Boston Garden was home to many great Celtic championship teams, but the 1985-86 Celtics, led by 3-time MVP Larry Bird, were truly something special. They posted a franchise-best 67-15 record that season, which earned them a meeting with Michael Jordan and the Bulls in the first round of the playoffs. Coming off a foot injury in only his second year in the NBA, Jordan was faced with an interesting problem.
The question is, can one man beat the Lakers, or do you need a more diversified attack today?
Well, we're playing the Boston Celtics, Pat, but I think it's going to be more of a five-man game, and we really have to play a complete basketball. I think it's going to be more of a
diversified attack today. The question is, can one man beat the Lakers, or do you need a more diversified attack today?
Well, we're playing the Boston Celtics, Pat, but I think it's going to be more of a five-man game, and we really have to play a complete basketball game. I don't think one man can beat the Boston Celtics.
It's hard to imagine that 6 weeks ago you were sitting on the bench.
Yes, it is. It's very hard for me to imagine. I'm very happy I'm playing now.
So Mike had just came off a season-ending foot injury. And he came back in game. First off, he had 49 in game 1. So that should have let y'all know off rip how this nigga was coming against y'all, folks. He was coming in there on straight business. Next game, y'all let him come out and get 63? Oh, no, G. Oh, no. It's not even a name for that motherfucking 60 piece, G. Cause a 60 piece? A 60 piece, chat. If you let a nigga get 60 on you, folks, you deserve to retire and hang them bitches up forever, G. Hang them up. You niggas is something else. Allow somebody to get 60
Thank you.
points.
Good luck today. You don't have to remind me again that you are playing the Boston Celtics. Air Jordan's getting ready to take off. The problem is the runway is in Boston.
Hey, come here. Come here. Good, Mike. My favorite move. That's my favorite move, chat. Let me go back and see that shit again, man.
The runway is in Boston.
Hey, come here. Hey, come here. Good. That's my shit right there, chat. That's my favorite move of all time. Hit Larry with that bent ass.
Jordan goes up with the shot and hits it. Michael Jordan. Basket will be good. Foul 25 for Michael Jordan.
Nobody has still scored more than 63 points in the
What a
playoff
great
game.
shot and a basket and a foul.
I think somebody gonna do that shit this year.
Jordan,
I guarantee it.
good and a foul. 58 for Michael Jordan.
Somebody gonna have 60 in the playoffs.
With 8 on the clock. Jordan.
I think he's Michael Jordan.
Ties the game.
God, this guy is Michael Jordan. That's how wrong he was out here, Chad.
Oh, boy. Michael Jordan.
The rivalry between Bird and Jordan was super interesting because you could see that Jordan wanted to surpass Larry Bird so bad, but of course Bird didn't want to go down without a fight. And I mean, it's common knowledge that Michael Jordan was one of the best defenders of all time, but in the following clips you can see what a great basketball player Larry Bird was if he could make Michael Jordan look so bad.
Bird underneath and deep.
Gamble came up with the steal.
Here's Bird. Yes. He was met on a switch by Jordan, and there was no hesitation.
Exactly.
It's older Larry, older Mike.
Trigger hand going.
Oh my, come here.
Jordan faked it on Wedman, takes it in.
Goodness,
He got 28 in a loss against Washington the other night. Everybody talked about what a bad game he had. Now, that was a tough shot.
Sneaking his way through.
Down the shot clock. Jordan on Bird. Quick feed into Jim Paxson for the layup. Larry Bird is super pass, but Chicago really put a whipping on him. And they really
getting it going, G. Why y'all ain't showing Mike highlights? Like Mike wasn't keeping you on the live.
Nice little fake. Lead for 2. For getting the ball down court in a hurry. A lot of ways. Jordan short there.
Bird for 3. They're taking the length of the floor to spread the Bulls defensively. Let's see if they wind it all the way down. Inside Bird low. You can't double yet. Now you can quickly. Bird's jumper, good. 3.6 seconds left. Larry Bird in his building had to know it was going on. Michael came over to help out.
Look at that, goats.
Alright folks, now let's have a look on all the games Michael Jordan and Larry Bird actually had to face each other. Well, as you guys probably know, Larry Bird retired in 1992.
Damn! Larry, folks. Mike averaged 33 on you in his career. You played more minutes. You played 39 versus 38. He did have more field goal attempts. You shot more threes. He shot more free throws. You had more rebounds. Okay. More assists. He had more steals, more blocks. But he had 33 on your ass every time y'all played for... Not every time, but he averaged 33 on you, G. I don't know. Whose stat line would y'all rather have, chat? Because Larry won 17 of the matchups, lost 11. Mike won 17, lost 7. Won 11, lost 17. Whose stat line would y'all rather have, chat? If we being real. See, I'm a winner. Fuck all the scoring and shit. I'm a winner, first and foremost. So I will have to go with Larry's just because Larry won most of the matchups. But in terms of like mano-a-mano, one-on-one, nigga, I'm taking Mike's. Mike was out there torching that nigga, G. Now, Larry might have had the better team every matchup. But, nigga, somebody averaged 30. You might as well say he averaged 34 on you his whole career out of 28 matchups. Man, that says a lot, chat. That says a lot. That means you was getting a whole lot of buckets put on your head, Larry. Mike was getting it going.
Actually only had 28 regular season games where they played each other, and Larry Bird won 17 and Michael Jordan 11. So that's a clear thing. But still, we have to put that into the right perspective. The Chicago Bulls in the mid-1980s were far away from the Boston Celtics. So that team even won 11 games to me is actually a sensation. Now let's compare Larry Bird and Michael Jordan stat-wise individually. Both players played almost the same amount of minutes every game. The field goal percentage is pretty similar, both shooting around 50%, which is really, really good. But then we have the first major difference. Larry Bird was by far the better three-point shooter. So in that category, Michael Jordan didn't even stand a chance. The free throw percentage, Michael Jordan was a really good free throw shooter, but Larry Bird was one of the best of all time. So also that one has to go to Larry Bird. Also, it's obvious that Larry Bird was the better rebounder, but that also has something to do with his size and his position. And again, Larry Bird was also the better passer. Still, Michael Jordan is one of the most underrated passers of all time, but Larry Bird had that so-called passing gift, so that one also went to Larry Bird. But now we get to the categories where Michael Jordan definitely had the upper hand. Larry Bird was a decent defender, but Michael Jordan is one of the best defenders of all time, and you can see that not only in his steals, he had 2.7 in comparison to 1.4, but also being the shorter player, but still leading with blocks. I think that speaks for itself. And scoring-wise, we all know that Michael Jordan was one of the best scorers of all time, and he had many 40-plus games, so that one also definitely went to Michael Jordan.
It's hard to believe a guy scored that many baskets and they lose, but I know we started Dennis Johnson out on him, and then we went with Danny Ainge, myself, which it was really easy then when I started guarding him. Then Bill Walton, and we was trying to run him to help all the time, but he had his outside shot going so well that he really didn't need to penetrate that much.
Got it! 63 for Jordan!
The one thing that you can say about Michael Jordan is that he's a true man. He's a fellow that goes out and gives us all, whether it's on or off the court. He does a lot for charities, and I've had a great association with him as far as just being around him and trying to do some of the things that he does. Everybody's involved in charities, but when Michael does it, there's so much love and so much giving that it helps everyone out.
So how did Michael Jordan do against Larry Bird? To me it was obvious that the Bulls didn't stand a chance against the Celtics, so I'm pretty surprised that they actually won 11 games. And stat-wise, you can see Jordan never backed down. It was pretty equal, so Michael Jordan was actually putting up some good fights. Just one more thing that I would like to add. To me as a fan, it was just great to see Larry Bird and Michael Jordan play at the 1992 Olympics, and I wanted to end this video with this special scene.
To the offense led by Perez, throws the three up, and rebounded by Jordan.
Perez may have realized that it may be his best opportunity to get an open look in transition.
Patrick with the pass that misfired. Jordan.
Okay.
Hey you guys, if you're active on Facebook, I can really...
Oh yeah, Chad, that's the end of the video, man. I enjoyed that one. That was a good one. I love Basketball Time Machine. He got some good videos, man. Shout out Basketball Time Machine for these awesome videos, man. Make sure y'all go show his page some love. But that's the end of the video, Chad. I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. This was a good one. I love to see two of the best ever, the greatest, going at it. You feel me? Even though I said Mike destroyed Larry here and there, I'll just be talking shit, Chad. I'm trolling. You feel me? Larry obviously had great battles against Mike. He had most of the victories. He had 17 wins and 11 losses versus Mike, 11 wins, 17 losses. So, like, of course Larry was getting it going with them, G. Like, y'all know I just be talking my shit. But, you know, that's a great video, man. Mike, I'm not talking shit about that 60 piece, though. Y'all niggas let that nigga get 64. That shit couldn't be me, fo. As a real, true competitor, it couldn't be me. So, like, that's the only thing I got an issue with Larry. Like, allowing that nigga to get 63 as a rookie? Come on, man. Oh, that wasn't rookie Mike. That was second year Mike. But come on, G. Still, folks. 63 points in the playoffs? How does that happen? Niggas still ain't broke that record to this day, so you know that shit was just monumental. Come on, man. Michael's out there going ballistics. Alright, but that's the end of the video, chat. I hope y'all enjoyed that shit, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. It's your boy, Coach TDOT, man. I'm up out of here. I love y'all.